This platform discusses any and all information that has been made known to the public in any way. If the information creates convo that needs to be had, then it could become a feature story on the LRL platform. I want y'all to remember I am not a journalist. I am a commentator. The information that is shared here is alleged, but the commentary is always real. All right, hit like right now and share. Don't go no further without hitting like and sharing right now. Let's go. You're locked into Larry Live on our Monday night show every single Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always tune into Larry Live. Take a moment right now and make sure you like the Facebook. Make sure you like the Twitterations. Go over there and find Larry Live IG. Oh, I ain't did the LinkedIn, but I'm going to go ahead and do the LinkedIn. You only can find my personal LinkedIn, but I'm going to do a Larry Live LinkedIn by the end of the week. So you might as well just follow me over there. I want to say hello to all of you that are watching on Periscope and on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you so much to the moderators over there on YouTube for looking out for us, and those of you that are on Facebook that join us all the time. Hover over that like button to make sure that you set it to see first so you don't miss any post or anything that is going on. If you're on Periscope, make sure you follow on Twitter because we post everything over there. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and letting everybody know about your most favorite digital entertainment news and talk show that's anywhere on this here internet. And I want to say a special thank you to the Patreons that rock with me. Every month they do a donation, and as a result, we go live together and have great conversations. We're going to be doing that this week as well. I'm going to have a special guest over there this week in Patreon. So if you love this platform, you say, I can just sacrifice a couple pennies every month to support this platform. Go to LarryReidLive.com and click Patreon to become a patron, and then download the Patreon app and turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. And as I've been saying faithfully, right here recently, if you watch this show tonight and you like it, make sure you hit the Cash App or you hit the donate on LarryReidLive.com. That's $MBNNetwork or LarryReidLive.com. Click donate. Now it's time to get into the conversation. Now, at the end of tonight's broadcast, I'm going to give you my review and what I think and how I experienced the John P. Key and the Hezekiah Walker battle. And let me go ahead and tell you right now that I honor, respect, and love both of these men that are really gospel music legends. But I'm going to be completely 100% honest about my experience while watching John P. Key, Hezekiah Walker versus John P. Key. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Well, hold all your comments in the comment section. I'm going to get to that a little later on. But first, I have to talk about some of these things that have been circulating on the, well, no, actually, that's not what I'm doing tonight. Normally that's what I do on trending topics on Mondays, but tonight I'm going to keep it very specific. I want to give you updates concerning this virus, and I also got to talk to you about a young man, and he was young. He wasn't even in his 60s. I think Troy Sneed was still in his mid to late 50s. A gospel music artist who, for me, was one of the nicest people. If you know my whole experience as an independent gospel artist coming up, started in 2013, and it's the same year that I met Troy Sneed. And he was a self-made boss, meaning that he was one of those artists that done his everything, radio, production, sales. He can take you from zero to a hero. And he was one of the inspirations for me doing the same thing when I had contracts on the table with other labels. He was one of those people that said, you can do it on your own. You used to build churches around the world, so you definitely can do this. I'm like, I had a few people in my ear, and he's one of the people that is single-handedly responsible for me doing all that I've done in gospel music. So I want to take a moment tonight and talk about him. And I'm going to say this. I don't know why his death affected me so deeply. Well, I didn't know, but now I do know. It has everything to do with the timing that we're in as relates to this pandemic, already losing a whole lot of different people. And then also the rough time that I had in gospel music experiences with some of the partnerships and people, and he was one of the great people. And in addition to all of that, this was a great man. Now, I never understood what Richard Clean White meant when he was with Twinkie Clark. And he said that those good members died. And he was like, Lord, there's some other folk that I wouldn't have mind had died beside these here. Because I'm going to tell you, and that may sound very harsh, but I'm 42 years old. And the older I get, it just seemed like that all the good, nice, wonderful folk who just add so much and bright light to your world. It's like them, the folk that go first. And that was the third thing that really bothered me concerning his death. And of course, the timing of the pandemic. So I'm going to talk about that. And one of the things, well, I'm already talking about that. Well, am I going to sit here and just finish and get this all up out of my spirit? What I want all of you guys to do, of course, I want you to support this platform and things of that nature, but I also want you guys to download and purchase his music. Let me tell you why. For those of you that do not know, he owned everything that he did, and he left behind a wife, a family he left behind. And I don't know what the situation is. I don't know, if he had life insurance or what. I don't know any of those things, but knowing him, he probably did. But I want the LRL platform to do something in remembrance of him. I want you to tonight on Spotify or on Apple Music, when you go to sleep, I want you to put it on consistent replay of one of his singles. And his latest single, the last single I heard was Kept. So I don't know if that's the right title. It might be Kept by His Grace. If you kept by the grace of God, let me see you clap your hands. Let me see you clap your hands. Ooh, clap your hands. Hallelujah. But it's so hot. Can I learn it right quick? If you kept by the grace of God, let me see you clap your hands. Let me see you clap your hands. Ooh, clap your hands. Can you do that?
Is it call and response? Or I follow along with you?
You guys sing it along with me. I want everybody in there. If you count by the grace of God, let me see you clap your hands. That's it, yeah. Clap your hands. Oh, clap your hands. There you go. You got it, Nancy. All right, so everybody that's in, that's good old, it's good country quartet, little contemporary tie to it. If you count by the grace of God, let me see you clap your hands. Clap your hands. Oh, clap your hands. Oh, Lord, that's so sad. It is sad. It is really sad. But the song that everybody probably know him by is by the Hallelujah song.
Yeah, I know that.
How did it go, Nancy?
It's, oh God.
If I first of all, the light in Jerry Smith in Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, where I'm from, outside the county line. So y'all know that's John P. Key. I'm gonna get that later on, but let me get this out. They wore this Hallelujah song out. How did it go, Nancy? Let me see if I can find it.
Praise in my heart.
And I gotta get it out. It's over me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Y'all remember that? They play that all over. It's hot. No, but I don't want y'all to stream that one because I don't know if he was in partnership with somebody. He might not get that money. I want y'all to stream. If you count by the grace of God, let me see you clap your hand. Let me see if I can. Did I just knock that out? I made it blink.
No, that was me.
Okay, hold on. I can't play it though. They're gonna take my. See, I can't take that. You see him talking about he put his wife in the song.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, okay, in the song he was saying it goes. That's the vamp was that he's been. Oh, okay. A radio promoter just texted to me. Okay, well you can stream it on. Okay, well this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the links in there for you guys to stream. Now see if he owns, and I know he's independent, so this is a way that we can support. She just sent me the Hallelujah one, but I'm gonna try to find that. I'm gonna see if I can find that link right quick and put it in there. Okay, here I got it. I got it. I'm about to post it in Facebook. Okay, Facebook, you got it. Now I'm gonna post it in. Go ahead, click on it and save it for later on. After we get off, I want everybody to stream it. When you go to bed, just loop it and just stream it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And this will support. And you know, one of the things that I think we should do more of, and this is the reason why, especially over the last year, you've seen such a shift in the platform, because if I find out something that is positive and great that somebody do, you know, and it doesn't have to be viral, but I just think it's noteworthy, I'll put it on the platform. I think that what we need to do is to try to make a conscious effort to be more congratulatory, to be a little bit more, what's the word? Cognizant of our black heroes. And you've seen me do that here on the platform, and I didn't do it just to bring a balance to the platform, but I done it because it's out there and it happens. And Troy Sneed was a black father, a business owner, an entrepreneur with a wife and kids. So he is a local or an industry Obama, since a lot of us look up to him with his wife and kids. And this is really, 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 I don't know why it affected me so much. And I think it was because he was such a great guy, took up time with me and my team to make sure that we knew what we were doing, and then we'll call back and check, did you get it? Did it happen? Did it do you right? He was a good guy, a really good guy. And it's just unfortunate. And this brings me to the COVID-19 conversation, because this is what took him out. Whether it was complications to the coronavirus or it was the actual virus itself, you know, because, and let me explain that, because coronavirus is very similar to HIV, because you get infected, but then it may be pneumonia, cancer or some other thing that take you out. And the thing that takes most people out with the coronavirus is the lack of oxygen. It is being on the ventilator for a long period of time and you're not really being able to breathe on your own. And not even that. Now they're finding out that it's actually blood clots in your lungs. I want y'all to hear me. For all you ragged and nasty out there. I wish y'all could have seen the folk out here in the land of what they done did over the weekend. I'm like, is it that serious? You got to party like that? The coronavirus is serious. And because of somebody not taking precautions, whether it was a mask, whether it was not going to a special gathering, or just someone who was so selfish that they wanted to maybe come and see a family member. We don't know how he contracted it, but he did have it. So that means his whole family probably is currently under quarantine or was under quarantine and probably infected. And we're talking about gospel artist Troy Sneed. I know the man's name. Want y'all to stream his music. I really want you to stream his music. If you care about the grace of God, let me see you clap your hands. Clap your hands. Oh, clap your hands. It's real catchy. Really, really catchy. Doing that will support his family. That money will go into his estate. His wife is still alive and well from what I've heard. So please do that for me. If you love LRL, that's the only thing that, and also if you want to support. But I want you to, those are two things I'm going to ask you to do over and over tonight, and then to remind me throughout the show, is to sing a little piece of that song, tell people to stream it, and then also support the platform as well, because I got to get into that. Jordan told me about that. He said you always got to make a request when you go live. So I got to remember those two things, because I want to support him in his passing. Yikes. Okay, let's get back to the coronavirus conversation, because this is, I want y'all to be clear on this. Let me tell you what you need to look out for during this pandemic. Your greatest enemy in this pandemic is the fact that you cannot see it, and that unless it has disrupted your food supply, your financial supply, or something of that nature that really is major and shakes you, you'll forget it. And you really won't be you won't have it in your consciousness. You won't have it in your mind that we are in a pandemic. And so you may go to the store, see something that you need, have your mask on, or maybe not. You know, and you pull the mask off to talk to somebody for a little bit. Hey, how you doing? And then which is stupid. Because at that point, you might as well just take the mask off and walk around the store. That is the thing you got to be careful of. You got to remember we're in a pandemic and people are dying. If you don't do that, what's probably going to end up happening, somebody you know, somebody you love, somebody that you've had a relationship with, like Troy Sneed, someone you talk to, gonna pass and it's gonna shake you. And at that moment, it may already be too late. Because see, the coronavirus takes 2 to 14 days. I want y'all to type some of this in this chat, since y'all like to type so much and have so much to say. Put this in here so get in folk eyes. You have 2 to 14 days before there's evidence that you have been infected. And I don't want to scare you, but I do. You got 2 to 14 days for you to start showing symptoms. Now, all y'all jokers that was out there this weekend up and down the strip in Gresham Park. And I said, Gresham Park in DeKalb, downtown at the strip with all them clubs and a whole bunch of niggas were down there, just stroll down there, round the corner. All of y'all. And in Chicago, 1,000 people in that house party. So I'm good. It's been 3 or 4 days. I ain't even coughing. Let me tell y'all this, because see, this disease for our scientists and our doctors ain't but months old. They don't know everything. And what they're finding out now, it ain't just a cough. It ain't just a fever and body aches. Some people ain't getting none of that. They're not getting none of the symptoms of the flu at all. There are people who are not having any trouble breathing, but they wake up dead. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying to you guys. This virus is weird. And this is what the hospitals has put out now. Listen to this. 70%, remind you some of the stuff I'm saying during this about this pandemic, during this segment. I want y'all to type it in the chat so people can see it. 70% of the victims that have been admitted to the hospitals and put inside for treatment, 70% of those people, those sick enough to be admitted, didn't even have a fever. Let me repeat that, because this is what they've been telling us, the fever, the cough, and all this kind of stuff. 70% of the folk who got admitted to the hospital. In fact, I can tell you that because my sister's husband was in a coma for five or 6 days with the COVID-19. My sister freaking out, didn't even know if he was going to live or not. They never tested her for COVID-19, but she didn't have the symptoms that he had. And she's still doing well. And he back home now. Thank God it came out the coma. But he didn't even have a fever, I think, until he was in the comatose state. It was her being proactive and knowing her husband and saying, you know what? You are not yourself and you can barely get around. They're talking about, no, we can't keep him because he don't have a fever. His fever ain't high enough. It was just 101 or something like that. It had to be 104. But he never got to that. And then when they got there and they finally began to work with him, they realized, if you hadn't brought him now, he would have died at your house. So you guys, I want you to take this serious. You are not going to hear this during the briefings. You are not going to hear this if you're sitting there watching CNN all day. They're not going to tell you. You might from some of the talking heads, but not when it comes to the Presbyterian, president, businessman, entertainer, his sidekick Pence, and all of them doctors that are on payroll. You are not going to hear that. They're not going to talk that straight. But we did have Anthony Fauci that was talking really straight, but he can't even talk straight no more, because what's going to end up happening, we're never going to hear from him. And it appears to me that Fauci wants to be able to address us, but him and Trump, everything ain't proper, because he's got up right behind Trump and said some things that ain't really go with what Trump was trying to get over to us. So y'all need to pray for Fauci. And I believe what the Trump campaign, well, I ain't going to put it on the Trump campaign, but I'm putting it on somebody now is using the internet to make Fauci look like he's not credible and was part of something that was going on with somebody else and all this kind of stuff, to where people are not paying him any attention. But you guys need to remember that while this pandemic is going on, that we're also dealing with a campaign that Trump wants to win. And so he wants to remain at the forefront of the information, and which possibly could be his efforts trying to keep everybody calm, which I don't believe that at this moment. I was thinking that. He wants to win. And so he's saying and moving in a way to really keep himself at the forefront during this pandemic when we are very vulnerable and open. And I don't foresee any of these people connected to this administration telling us the things that we need to know. I mean, without all the decoration and trying to make us feel good. No, you're going to die. You're going to die. If you go out, you're going to die. Cora pandemic. The coronavirus pandemic, you going to die. I don't care how nice they dress it up at them briefings. You're going to be dead. You're going to wake up dead if you don't wear your mask, if you don't wash your hands, if you don't be careful. Make sure you stay at social distancing and make sure you stay away from this one and that one and all the. You're going to wake up dead. Do what you need to do. Don't be listening to what they're saying during that briefing. Make you feel like it's going to be all right. You're going to be able to get a test and you're going to be able to have a bed. If you end up having to not be able to breathe, get on ventilator, they're going to be one for you. Don't you trust these folk? You take precautions, protect yourself and your family so you don't wake up dead. I'm trying to tell you. Because these folks is not telling the truth through here. Now, if it won't that serious and everything's up under control, then why in the whole hell on the heaven is now the food supply being interrupted? 25 to 32% of pork and chicken and 10% of the beef are currently not going to be on our shelves because of COVID-19. Because folk getting sick up in the plant and they can't do what they need to do, so ain't nobody there to do what needs to be done. And listen to me, listen clearly, over 1 million pigs, hogs, sitting there, running around in circles. About 200,000 of them they're going to have to kill because they ain't even got the workers at the plant to send them over there to chop them up so you can have bacon. Are you listening to what I'm saying? There will be no chitlins on your plate. Because of the COVID-19, they ain't got this mess together. Why are they lying about this? Trying to make everything be all right. There ain't been but 5.2 million people tested in a country with almost 330 million people. And already we right at 1 million folk infected, yes. And right at 60,000 people dead. So it looked like that for whatever the number of infections are, around about 5% gonna always be dead. Do you want it to be you? Do you want to wake up dead? Do you want to wake up dead? Do you? Will it be you? You got a Corona-19, whatever it's called. You got the Cora. You got the COVID-19. Everybody gonna have the COVID. Now one thing they said was the truth. You need to act like you got it and the person you right next to you got it. And take them kind of precautions. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay out folk face. Keep your whole hind home. That's what you do. God have mercy, Jesus. And not wait till somebody that you love die. And then be like, oh. Be proactive, not reactive. Darn. Can y'all do that? Is y'all typing some of the stuff I'm saying out my mouth in there? So y'all can make sure we need everybody to have some sense. I don't want to bury no LRLers. I don't want to have to sit here and put your face up here and talk about you next. And it don't have to be if you do what you're supposed to do. Now let me go ahead and make some statements about some realities concerning the coronavirus. The economy will not go back to the way that it was. Let me explain what I'm saying. Them days of running to the store and buying a whole lot of stuff and just going to brick and mortar to buy. And I don't know why this administration has not came to this realization, because what they done did is open up Georgia on today and they sitting there looking because ain't nobody showing up. They still ordering now. Because people realize now that this thing is serious, that too many people done died. So what y'all need to do, I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. What they're going to do is continue to do briefings like they did today and make y'all feel like it's all right and go out there to return to a normal that we're supposed to be shifted from globally. And then y'all going to end up dying. It ain't going to be Larry Reid. That should not be against the pig. I'm not going to be no science project, me or none of mines. It's not going to happen. That's what they're going to do. They want y'all to get back to the stores with y'all stimulus checks and spend up a whole lot of money to revive the economy. As opposed to all of these retailers and restaurants to get some good sense and change all of their operation to online. Go from brick and mortar to click and order. Same thing with some of these churches. Because do y'all know, every day, the chances of a vaccine disappears more and more? Because what they're finding out is that this particular disease, that even after you get it, you can test positive for it for a long time. Some people do not. But even in those states, the antibodies that you have, you only may be immune for a matter of weeks. And then you go right back to if you never had it before. Are y'all listening to what I'm saying? This disease, the scientists are saying this is weird. We've never seen a disease operate like this before. Yeah, because y'all made it. Somebody did. I mean, I ain't got no proof. But it just sounds like a weapon to me. How does disease get in our body and outsmart our immune system? Somebody please tell me. Somebody please tell me. People are dying right after they get off the cell phone. They're in the hospital. They get there to the hospital because of these symptoms. All the symptoms subside. They're on the cell phone, up talking, eating, having bowel movements. And then the next thing you know, they have coded. And one of the main reasons that this is happening because of hypoxia. Now, hypoxia is just a wonderful word out of the medical community that literally means you low on oxygen. But typically when folk low on oxygen, they have breathing problems. But they are experiencing, in a lot of these cases, as relates to COVID-19 pneumonia, they are experiencing silent or latent hypoxia. That means you're still breathing, but there's not enough oxygen in your blood. So you just wake up dead. You be like, hey, girl, how you doing? Yeah, all right. Really? All right, I'll talk to you later. The doctor coming in and they about to change to give me some more liquid stuff so I won't be hydrated. I'll call you right back. All right. Dead. Y'all keep running on out there without no mask, not washing your hands and your hand, not spraying yourself down. Go get you some alcohol. I don't care if it's ethyl alcohol. Dilute that thing down, put it in a spray bottle. Before you get back in your house, spray yourself down. Then spray your car down. Because alcohol kills the disease in 30 to 60 seconds upon contact. The Clorox wipes, sometimes it can take 3 minutes. Some stuff you got to bring right in the house real quick. I quarantine my mail and everything that come. Hell, I quarantine my mail and everything that come. Hell. It rhymed. Sorry, mommy. My mom might be watching my daddy. They so say, they don't say hell. Hell is only cuss word in the United States of America. Everywhere else, everybody says it's culture. Culture. Cultural. All right, anyway. Lord have mercy, y'all wearing me so bad. I don't want to see nobody dead, but darn, I don't know what's wrong with y'all people. Now, according to the Presbyterian, beginning the month of May, they will be completing. Now, this is what they said. We just got to watch and see because we don't know if they're fluffing us or what. 20 to 30 million tests every month with the focus on the hot spots in the U.S. And then it's going to get to the other areas. But 20 to 30 million tests. And they're saying they're doing this so that everybody can feel more comfortable opening back up. Until or unless there is a vaccine, I'm not going to be comfortable. And even after they get one, I'm going to be worried about this COVID-19 because this thing mutating. Let me explain. That means once you get the COVID-19 in your immunizations, in your immune system, and your immune system start realizing that there is something up in here that ain't got no business being in here and start trying to fight. Your immune system start developing these antibodies, these functional and binding antibodies that's trying to get hold of that virus and put it in a headlock. They're trying to get hold of that virus and choke it out. Especially them binding ones. Them binding ones actually pull the virus out the cell. Pull it out the cell. And then eat it. Then your natural killer cells. But what they discovering is that once your immune system figure all that out, this disease said, wait a minute, y'all keep eating up too many of us. Let me go in a cocoon and switch it up on it and come back out. Now they got to figure out how to kill me all over and eat me up, them binding antibodies all over again. Do y'all not understand this here? This sound like something made. Either you made it in a lab, it's from the Lord, but this thing is crazy. It's weird. Can't nobody figure it out. This thing is crazy. Are y'all listening to me tonight? I'm preaching good. You take a moment right now and you hit that CashApp code. I'm preaching. I need my offering in here so I can keep running this business. Aha! Amen. And that's what my bishop say when he preaching. We about to tune up. He say, amen. All right. The storefront church over there ain't but like 100 of y'all over there in the mega church on YouTube. The 2.2 thousand of you over there in the other mega church on Facebook. They 1.5 thousand of you right there. Make sure you go right on over there to that cash out. All right, let me get back to what I was saying. Oh, thank you guys for putting the track in there. Oh, Kendall, you paying the track for if you kept by the grace of God. Let me see you clap your hand. Oh, clap your hand. Ooh, clap your hand. Hallelujah. All right, y'all make sure y'all send them streams through the roof tonight. I'm gonna go over there to maybe y'all don't have Spotify, you may have Apple Music. But I got a way to find out if the streams jump. What's the day from? April the 27th, 2020. Today's Monday. So I'll see it next Monday. Well, actually, I see some of the update by Wednesday. So I really want you guys to just drive them streams up. Okay? Oh, y'all clapping. Y'all like the song. That's good. We're gonna drive up this man's music, and I hope every MD/PD that is listening as a gospel radio station wear that single out. Well, hats off the key era from hitting number one, but we're gonna make you number one. As long as you stay in the top 25, you still all right and be up for your Stellars and for your Dove. But we need to make Troy Sneed number one. That's what we need to do. Go download that single and everything. All right. All right, let me get back to what I'm saying. This coronavirus, and I'm through with this here virus. I'm sick. I don't want to bury nobody else. I don't want to hear nothing else. I want to make another post. I'm sick of making posts of bishops and pastors and black folk dying. Nobody dying, but I'm black, so particularly black church Christians. And some of you ain't having, well, thanks be to God, some of you ain't having church. I can't say that for Tony Spells, though. Tony. Lord mercy, Jesus. This man, I don't know what in the world is wrong with it. Well, let me say it like this. If you want to go to church, I almost can't say it. But if you want to go ahead and go baton. That's dumb. Unless they 10 or less of you there, you can sit out. But see, that's the thing. Because the coronavirus, except that the heat and the sunlight intervene. Let me kill this. Put the coronavirus back up. Y'all saying some stupid stuff in my comment section. The sunlight and the heat does not kill the coronavirus up out your spirit. It don't get it up out your body. Y'all listen to me? Let me put it in context. When I'm in church, says, Jesus, God, and that stuck spitting over there like that, what they done found out now, because remember I've been telling y'all that it goes out 6 to 10 feet and it lives in the air 3 hours. What they found out is now that it can go up to 30 feet. The sunlight, now of course the gravity pulls it down to the ground. That's why before you come back in your house, you got to spray alcohol on your shoes or some kind of Clorox, something whatever you're going to do to kill that virus. Or Lysol. When you spray with Lysol, you got to wet it and let it sit for 10 minutes so it can kill it before you bring it in your house. That's how I do my mess. I go out there when my Amazon come, I spray with a Lysol down, I let it sit there till the next day, and then I bring it in. I quarantine my mail. When I order my food to come in, I use my alcohol spray because I need it for to kill it in seconds because I don't wait for this food. I'm hungry now. But when that thing got, you out there, hey girl, you talking, you ain't got no mask on, but you supposed to have a mask on, and that stuff go out there like that, the sun and the heat can actually cause it to die quicker. Before it get to you. But we don't care. Why y'all even telling us this on the television? We don't care. Because we going to wear a mask and we ain't talking to nobody. We texting. All right, get back to Tony Spell. This man is running up to this church. Now, I ain't just up here talking. I make sure I study and listen and read what the scientists are posting before all these numbers I'm throwing out. These are current real numbers. What I said about the 5.2 million people tested, what I said about the 25 to 32% of the pork and chicken supply interrupt and 10% of the beef, this is all true. So that's why I told y'all some of this, what I'm saying, putting it in there so these folk can read, because some of these people, they watch me for entertainment. But I have to also do a little empowerment and education, mixing in here with this little laughter stuff, because some folk ain't going to pick up no book. Y'all know to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book, write it down. They ain't going to read your post if it's 3-4 lines. They're going to look at the picture, like or dislike, or keep scrolling. But all them words, we ain't going to read it. Not all us, but a lot of us. All right, so we have to educate our community using little comments. Y'all put in there so they forced to read it. You gon' die. You keep on messing around. Dead. All right. Now see, with that being said, why? Tony Spells, tell me why. I know church is good, but darn. Can't you just praise him at the house? Can't you just praise him at the house? Hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise him at the house. Why? Just give it a rest. And then you got folk catching the COVID. I think allegedly your lawyer got it. And a man died in your church with it, or visit your church with the COVID. Why can't you just praise him at the house? Praise him at the house. Praise him at the house. Put your hands together. Put your feet on the floor. Are y'all addicted? Is this really about Jesus, about God? Are y'all just addicted to the high time? Because we do understand that when you go to church and all the songs and the organs are triggered, the clapping of the hands and the sound of the preacher voice, it all gets your adrenaline going and make you feel the spirit and positive. I get it, but right now we can't. Hey, why? You ain't gotta be that stupid. Maybe it's not stupid. Yes, it is. But more so, you ain't gotta be that selfish. I think it's the same spirit that got him out there running to the church, telling everybody to come. That same spirit had all them folks strolled up and down the road in Atlanta. All y'all selfish. Quit your mess. Quit it. I need my switch and the belt. Somebody need to go. We need to get some of the old mothers run that. When the old mothers run out there that church, the switch. This is a mess. Y'all need a whooping. Lord, y'all get my blood pressure up. Let me take some piece of candy, put it in my mouth. Lord have mercy. I can't even take this show right now. I'm saying so much nigament. From the white folk, we got nigament being poured out in the sanctuary. It don't make no sense. All right, calm down. Talking about you. I'm out of breath. Jesus Lamb. What in the world? Sit yourself down and praise him back down. You praise him at the house. Oh, Lord, help me. All right. Now, what's my next story? Oh. Ooh. Bring him over, but I don't even know if I want to. Oh, Lord, he bothers my spiritualizations. I don't really want to talk about him. Can you make him smaller? Please. Make him a little bit smaller. Skin. Okay, that size. Okay. That's a little better. He too big. Oh, I don't know what in the world. What? Well, cheering. We don't know if he dead or alive. TMZ reported intents I posted and quoted them that he was a vegetable and dead. Allegedly. I'm scared to talk about this. I'm nervous. Let me get my Holy Ghost up. Shine on. Jesus. G. You know how you do. You probably ain't come up in no church where they tarried.
Oh yeah, I have.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Y'all got the Holy Ghost by saying Jesus? G. Until your tongue pick up and speak in tongue. G. What's the name? What's the name? Kim Jong Messiah. Kim, say it again. Kim Jong Un. Okay. Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un. Listen here, I'm gonna tell you. I don't want to do this story. I don't know why. Why did I put this in the show? I want in the spirit. I don't want to talk about them. I love sesame chicken. I love General Chicken. Chicken and broccoli. Nails. Without them, we would have fingernails. I love all Asians. Kendall, you can have to take him off the screen. He making me nervous. That this here, I can't take it. I ain't doing that story. But I will say, no, bring him back. Let me pray for him. I will do that. I hope Father God, now in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, who we know is real, bless Kim Jong-un. If he dead, then bless his family. God, if he's in the vegetable state, let him sleep right on the way. And Lord, they say that the sister that's going to take over is worse than him. But Lord, I don't even know. Really, Lord, when it come down to this whole North and South Korea thing, I don't even want nothing to do with it. I don't even really want to do this part of the show. But I'm going to pray that you bless them, God, and protect us. In Jesus' name. Especially the last part of this prayer, I want you to hear it. Protect us. Take them off. I don't want them bothering. Lord, protect us. Lord, I saw them marching and I got scared the way they were doing like that. I think they'll kill us, Lord. Protect our borders. Don't let the Presbyterian believe none of them saying, cause I don't even know. I think they mad at us from a long time ago. Keep us, Lord. Lord, let them feel like that we love them more than anything. Let them feel like that we would never, ever stop eating sesame chicken. We'll always eat it. Let them feel like we'll always eat it. And wonton soup. Dumplings. And them little donut things. Amen. Oh, God. We need his protection. If you ain't never prayed, you pray that God protect us from that. Because I don't know. I don't even know. But it's something just make me creep out. Lord Jesus, help us through here. All right, I ain't talking about that story no more. I'm itching. What in the world they got on them? There's something. Thank you, Jesus. All right. Now, we have got to do the review for the Hezekiah Walker and the John P. Key. And I'm going to open up the lines. I want y'all to tell me what you thought about this here after I finish saying what I thought about it first. This is a great time to do some introspection and to work on yourself. I got somebody for you that can help all of you creatives out there to work through it. Be right back.
Believer with purpose. Hi, Sherry Murray, a 30-year professional in TV and film, emotional intelligence life coach. I want to reveal just how your character is called to adventure. But here is the plot twist. Your mental intelligence IQ may not be nearly as important as your emotional intelligence. No one really cares how smart you are if you cannot get along with people. But your emotions block you. You're unaware of how being creative fluctuates your mood. You allow your feelings to hijack your fate. You feel out of alignment with your purpose, which often leads to frustration, miscommunication, mistreating people, winding you up to feel like giving up. It doesn't have to be this way. Let Creative Soul Spiritual EQ be your guide to less frustration and empowered to persevere in your character's call to adventure. Visit CreativeSoulSpiritualEQ.com today.
CreativeSoulSpiritualEQ.com. Let me tell y'all something. A creative has a whole leap of energy and a whole leap of spirit, emotional power that they have to harness. And if you have something that you feel as though that you've been called to do, the first work that you need to be paying good attention to is not your product, not your career, your business, or whatever. Making money, however. Getting your team together is you. It's absolutely you. I talked about this with the patrons the other day. So make sure you sign up at CreativeSoulSpiritualEQ.com after I sign off and sign up for one of those programs. And if you need a little spiritual shot in the arm like that, make sure you look at the 24-hour prayer line that Bishop Bernard Jordan has going on. Screenshot this when I bring this over right now. 515-604-9266. What will you run into when you go over there? Depending on the time of the day, it could be prophetic prayer going on. Teaching could be going on. They could be doing sowing and reaping and prophecy. So it's one of those three things going to be going on when you go over there. So make sure you go over there and you participate. And this is the man that talked about all of what's going on now. If you've been watching every time we talk, if you watched last Thursday, they're all in different parts. I think like 4 or 5. I don't know how many interviews we've done surrounding this, but how many? 3 parts. Okay. In his book many years ago, he basically prophesied what's going on now. Go get that book, read it, thumb through it. Written Judgments, volumes 1 through 4. The last volume was done in the early 90s. No, the late 90s, I think it was. The last volume was done then. So go to bishopjordan.com and get that as well. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, did you attend the battle between Hezekiah Walker and the John B. Key? Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm from North Carolina. So no matter what I say in my review and commentary right now, go ahead and bring the number over so people can start calling in, because my commentary ain't going to be long. And you can call in here and tell me who were you rooting for or who you thought won. And it was called a battle. So that means there's a winner and there's a loser. But the reality is, having almost 100,000 people on IG listening to your music is a win for every darn body. Let's just put it like that. And a win for gospel music. But it was a battle. And so there is a winner and there is absolutely a loser. There was 2 rounds. Round 1, round 2. So I'm going to tell you what I think about it. But go ahead and get in the call line. You tell me what you thought about it. Well, any topic that I have talked about on the night. I'm not going to be here long, though, I promise you. And when you call in, once you call in, you have to stop watching the show. And you have to listen to the show through the phone. Well, you can continue to watch it, but you have to watch it with no volume. And you got to listen to the show through the phone call. If you don't, I'm going to be calling your name. And you ain't going to know that your name had been called because you listening to a delay. See, I'm shooting it out here, and it's live, but there's a few seconds delay. All right. So let's get started. Now, I'm from North Carolina, so you already know. Go ahead. Put it out there. Born and raised, and I lived most of my life, and most of my adult life, in Durham, North Carolina, right outside the county line. So, of course, I'm going to be biased when it comes to who, in my eyes, I love absolutely, is John P. Key. Because he's from North Carolina. And because I know John P. Key. I don't know Hezekiah Walker. I know John P. Key. So, of course, I'm going to be like, John P. Key, that's North Carolina. I got to support. With that being said, though, I'm going to tell the truth. The truth of the matter is, when this battle first came, first of all, John P. Key brought the proper energy to a battle. When you are battling, you stay in nigga mode. And John P. Key was in full blast nigga mode. He was like, you don't call me, man. You didn't call me out for no battle. So I'm going to bring it. That was the video we all saw. I put the link on the page. It was wonderful. And that was good for gospel music men. Because let's just tell the truth. The church is ran by the men, but the church is filled with women. So a lot of us that was raised in church as men, we're going to be a little bit more feminine than probably a man who was raised on the street. John P. Key come from the street. Hezekiah Walker, if he do come from the street, I don't know nothing about it. But he's pretty much a church boy. John P. Key come from the hood. In fact, his church is in the hood. And a lot of people that work around him, hood niggas or hood women. So that there's a different energy that is in John P. Key's music. Granted, both of their music, in my opinion, is great anointed, personal devotion, sing in the church house while the glory falling type of music. And they got some music that's not like that as well. But they are the soundtrack to the church. Circa 90s, late 80s. So he brought the battle energy. John P. Key brought the battle energy. And because Hezekiah Walker was raised in church, when they first started, I said, no, I'm going to end up not liking this. Because then he started, I pray that tonight, when I play this, somebody be touched. I'm like, we don't want no service. It's almost like what gospel artists do when they have a concert and then they come in there and try to have church. No. We want y'all to jam. We want the band to be sick. We want y'all to have some dancers. Get you some of that smoke stuff if you need to, if you got that kind of music. But we want a concert. Can somebody tell all the gospel artists when we buy a ticket, which I don't know if we're ever going to do that again. Well, they probably will. Can y'all stick to having concerts and do performances? We want church at church. Everybody might not agree with what I'm saying, but I'm saying this. We want church at church, and we all there at church. At the concert, don't keep telling, lift your hands and press in the spirit. He's here to deliver. We want you to give a good worship or praise set. And we want to leave like that girl killed, that dude killed. It was hot. Did you hear that band? God, did you hear them vocals? Oh, the background vocals, they were killing. And you see how they were moving when they did. That's a performance. You can't sell church. Well, you can sell church to some folk, but I'm not coming to your concert. I want a concert. Ty Tribbett, that give you a concert. I've seen it. Kurt Franklin, give you a concert. Who else we seen give concert?
Give you concert.
That Todd Delaney ain't been to them, but I watch. Of course, you're going to have moments when you're singing gospel music and spiritual music where the spirit going to come in. But what y'all be doing, y'all be trying to set the stage for the spirit. No, we do that at church. In a concert, we want you to do the song, commit to the art, commit to the performance. And if that thing hit the right frequency and the glory fall, now then it's time for church. But like y'all be trying to make that happen. You think that's your selling thing. You know, oh, she's so anointed, or he's so anointed as a worshiper. Oh, no. You need to think Beyonce when it's time for a concert. You need to think Usher. Y'all gospel artists when it's time for a concert. Mary give a good concert. Who would that was saying? Let's see, like Tamala Man gives a good concert, and you know she's like a worshiper and a Holy Ghost girl. At her concert, she vocally killed. Her background singers were killing. The band was killing, but she wasn't trying to make it a church service. There was a part when it came in, and she had to stop for it because she done sung that thing in there. So when this battle started, and Hezekiah was like, I want to play this song, and I hope you be blessed in this pandemic. I was like, Hezekiah, do not do this on this here thing. But then 2 or 3 songs later, because John P. Key was giving this energy, let's battle. And Deidre Hatton was in the chat. I was in the chat like, no, battle. Everybody saying, no, we want a battle. And then they went to answering back each other's track. Now, the first round, in my opinion, goes to John P. Key. The first round, John P. Key, he answered back properly to what Hezekiah was putting out. Because in my opinion, Hezekiah Walker has more hits. This is my opinion. Hezekiah Walker, in my opinion, when you look at the song catalog, how many songs I know word for word of Hezekiah Walker, how many songs I know, and I'm a church boy and a gospel artist, how many songs I know word for word from John P. Key, Hezekiah Walker got more hits. We were singing way more of Christ did it all, That's Hezekiah Walker. And Jesus is the Lord. Light up the world. Light up the world. Light up the world. He's the one out of darkness. The brightest way up. And hold on. Dun, dun, oh, Lord, we praise you. Oh, Lord, we praise you. Hallelujah. Let me tell you. He has more as far as quantity hits. Now, none of them, all them grade for grade, all that stuff came out the last few years. I don't like none of that. That repeated stuff and then modulating, nope. I don't like none of that. What's the lot of them songs they like for? Like, I don't like any of those songs. They irritate me. I don't know because the radio played them so much. I don't like them. But they went all over the world. Better. Yeah. No, I actually like better. It will get better. Better. It will get better. I like that.
What's the one that?
But the first round, the way John was DJing his music is what caused him to win, because when Hezekiah would drop one of them big hits, he answered back with something like, oh, shoot, I remember that guy. But the second round went to Hezekiah Walker, and he really knocked John out. Let me tell you why. Because John P. Key is a musician. And he started getting into his own music, which is great. But he started playing stuff that, unless you are an inside John P. Key, a B-side, put it that way, a B-side of the tape John P. Key fan, you ain't know them songs. And they want a good answer back to some of these hits that Hezekiah was dropping. Not back to back. But I don't know what song was that Hezekiah done. Like, ooh, he can't top that. And out the blue, he's done. Dun 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 dun. Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to read. Bam 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 bam. Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to read. Now, if he play that song against any one of Hezekiah Walker songs, that's it. He won. That's it. Over. Because Jesus is real. Y'all correct me if you think I'm wrong. Well, you know, we can disagree. There is no greater hit between these two than Jesus is real. Jesus is real is like Walter Hawkins, thank you, and what else is Richard Smallwood's Total Praise. Although we praise you ain't there. Although we all sung it back then, but that's not something that anybody, secular or not, any of them three songs other than that, they know them songs. Now that's my opinion. It's just my opinion. There ain't no, he couldn't pull out no, Hezekiah Walker couldn't pull out no song greater than Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to Reid. Thinking right now. Not later, right now. Thinking right now. That's what I think. So round two, Hezekiah Walker won because the DJ won't right from John P. If he a DJ, what he should have done is they should let me referee. Because at that moment, he won't hitting back right. We was ending the thing. He hadn't done show up. I'm like, you could have won this round. You hadn't done show up. He hadn't done
He ain't done
there's some other big song. I'm like, John, what you doing? You getting too much in your thing. You got to answer back. He knocking you out. He knocking you out.
There's still some songs they did.
Yeah, both of them had some songs still didn't do. But this was great. It was great for gospel music. It was great for me. Me, Chantel, Kendra, Schmaco, I was playing it through the speaker. We screaming, singing the song, 2-part harmony. Just, it was great.
Great childhood.
It was wonderful. I hope two other gospel artists. Don't y'all do this again now. This a one offer. This ain't no two offer. Y'all should plan a tour. 2021 or 22, whenever everything get right. And I ain't talking about a 5, 10, 6. We ain't gonna do that. Do like one in the north, one down here in Atlanta, one on the West Coast. And probably 4, one in the Midwest, Texas. That's it. Or Chicago. That's it. About 4 city, maybe 5 city tour. We gonna come. I'm gonna come to that. That I will come to. They were saying add Fred Hammond to it. That won't hurt nothing. Uncle Well-Fed Fred. That won't make it back. Cause he had one song he got. You're blessed in the city. You're blessed in the field. We're blessed when you come, and when you go over there, we cast down every stronghold. Sickness and corona must cease. Oh, the devil is defeated. We is blessed. That's his hit. Hold on for a minute. Oh, Lord. Well-Fed Fred Hammond. Running back to you. How to start? I know this part. I'm running back to you. You were standing there for me. Thank you, Jesus. Your arms are open wide. And something other. That is a good song. So y'all let Fred open up. Yeah. He got some other hits in there, but I'm going by what I know. Oh my God. And that's that way when y'all do the concert. You got to perform separately, but then at the end there's the battle. And y'all answer back to each other. Let me tell you this. That would be so hype. If y'all can split the stage with John's band. And that's another thing. John band is nothing like it. You can't touch John band. That's another thing. John band over here, Hezekiah Walker band over here, God rest Melvin, over here, and y'all answer back like that, and we in the crowd going in up. That's church hype. You know how good that would be? Please do that, please. We will buy the ticket, and I won't promote it free. I promise you that. If y'all do that, I promise you I will not promote it free. The devil is a lie. Not happening. All right. My eyes just dropped down here. Somebody said Kurt Franklin and Donna Lawrence. No. Let me just make it clear. There is nobody to battle Kurt Franklin. All right? Nobody. You have to get Kurt Franklin and 2 somebodies on the other side. There's nobody to battle Kurt Franklin. That's not even putting it out there. That's impossible. Kirk's pen, nobody can compare to Kirk's pen and the pen he borrowed others and switch it around. You can't. I want you to hear what I said. Kurt's pen and then the pen that he borrowed from others and switch their stuff around and shop it to us. That's done once and that's it. You can't touch it.
Just like nobody can compete against Kurt Carr.
Yes, you can. Who? Kurt Carr. Well, you know what, Nancy?
Who can compete against Kurt Carr?
I was going to say Kurt Carr and Kurt Franklin would be a good compete, but wait a minute. That's a almost, but Kurt got more. But see, Hezekiah Walker got more hits. But this battle, he didn't win the first round. So you know what? Let me take this back. No, you gotta be a Kurt fan. Cause he ain't got but what's that song? He got a few anthems that everybody sing around the world.
Kurt?
Yeah, Kurt Carr. If he can DJ it right, no, it ain't gonna work. Because they know it ain't gonna work. Because he don't have as many world. He probably got more it ain't no good match. Because you got Kurt Carr is more, that ain't work. It's not going to work. But Kurt Carr pen, though, is strong. You know how now Kurt Carr and Kirk Franklin could battle on the spot song composition. Now that will be the battle. Like you give them, you remember how they used to do at the, I don't know if you remember this. Bobby Jones used to do it at his workshops where, what's that man named? The gray head man. He was a songwriter. You just start with a melody and then somebody on a spot in 30 seconds or in a minute, just start with the song and take the music and start ad-libbing. But actually, he'd be already wrote it. But that would be good. A battle with them. You get a producer, maybe like A$AP Ward or Kevin Bond. Get them to just start playing some music. And on the spot, they have to create a song. And that be the battle. That would be hype. That'd be great. But Kurt Franklin got so many songs. I don't think Kurt Carr could win that. And Kurt Carr, everybody knows, was one of my mentors and a friend for like over 20 years. So, musical mentors. So, he would lose that against Kurt Franklin. That's what I think. Open up these lines. I said I wasn't going to be here alone tonight. Call 646-787-8174. All right, let's go. 1 minute.
Hello.
Caller ended in 8193. What's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
Hey, this is Keena from Jackson, Mississippi. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey there.
Well, I'm a John P.C. fan as well. and he didn't DJ it right. He really didn't. It should have been, he welcomes me, and then Jesus is real, and it would have been a shutout. Those two songs would have shut out Hezekiah Walker. He wouldn't have been able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved it for the culture. I loved it for the community, and it brought a lot of people who probably don't listen to church music all that much.
Yeah, not no more.
To listen to church music. Okay?
Yeah.
So that was wonderful.
It was. It really
that was really good.
So who you think won?
And John P.
Okay.
And really? Like, really? That's a question? Oh, Lord. and honestly, because, I am Baptist,
mm-hmm.
and in my church, John P. Key is who we sung a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't sing Hezekiah.
Yeah.
Hezekiah was more a Kojic singer.
Okay.
More Kojic musicians tended to sing more Hezekiah Walker.
And let me tell you why that is. Because
what was that?
Because Hezekiah Walker tenor section is sopranos. And because
what? Yep.
And see the Kojic church, they got a whole bunch, they got a whole bunch of men that can sing high. And that's why John P. Key tenors sing, they really baritones like I am.
They really bass.
Yeah. And that's why they sing. You can't sing Hezekiah Walker music song unless your nuts is high. Your nuts have to sit real high. You can't you can't sing the song. Let me let you go. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right now.
All right. All right, let's call him. Caller sitting in Caller ending in 3470. What's your name? Where you calling from? You have 1 minute.
Oh my God, it was Larry.
Yeah.
Larry, oh my God. First, let me tell you, I love you, okay?
And I love you too.
And I found out something tonight. And I just want to thank you so much for being who you are. Guess what? I found out that my mama watched you, and I didn't even know that. So when I get off from with you, I'm going to call my mama and talk about this. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm not even supposed to be the one on the phone because this is my husband's phone.
Okay.
He's supposed to be talking to you right now. But I do want to tell you, I love you so much. You are so funny because you do the same stuff I do. I want you to know that I am paper Bible saved too,
I know
and
that's right.
I sing everything. Do you hear me? Everything. Okay, but anyway, I'll be singing along too. You be saying, "I am
Paper Bible
saved."
say. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna let him say what he got to say real quick. But I love you. Oh my God.
I love you too.
My 1 minute is up.
She took your minute away.
Yeah, it took my minute away.
Okay.
Hey man, I call in here a lot. Yeah, but the one thing I want to say is that with all the stuff that's going on, I think I enjoyed the part of the battle I saw last night with John P. Key and Hez.
Yep.
And I think people kind of take it out of proportion, you know, some on Facebook talking about it. You shouldn't be doing this and that, you know what I mean? But most of them don't go to church.
Yeah.
They just listen to the gospel. And I thought it was good. And could you please, since you're such a good influencer, could you go find that white man, wherever he is, and have him sit downstairs? He makes the church look bad.
I don't know.
I mean, you know
Listen, Tony Spells has a ankle bracelet on him now, and Sunday in church he showed it to them. And this is the thing. I forgot to say this when I was covering this. Everybody listen to me. Tony Spells defied the judge order. Now, of course, it being one of us, they would have found somewhere for us to be put in the jail. But the judge said because he wants to protect the inmates from the coronavirus and he suspects that he is positive, then he's not going to put him in jail. But he said he can't speak for if he continued to violate. So this man is at the house, and of course, he's going to have church next Sunday because this is making him popular. But if he continues to defy, maybe the judge will put him in jail, you know, indefinitely. But maybe not, because he did not put him in jail, even with an ankle bracelet. You know, ankle bracelet, you leave the house, they call get you then. But no.
Yeah, they come get you and put you in bed. Let me tell you something. He's officially black. The children of Israel were black. And he is one of them. You know, they say they were hard-headed and crazy. Oh, and so obviously he is a true Israelite.
Oh, my God.
He is black. That's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, that was really good to hear. He won. Okay, so that was really good to hear from them. And I see their area code. They actually are from North Carolina, so I see why they devoted. But I meant what I said. Hezekiah Walker stuff is high as I don't know why. So that's the reason why that the Kojic singers can sing, them tenor sexes can sing that high because he trained his singers to sing high. They modulated every darn thing. So the Kojic church really did echo a lot of Hezekiah Walker music. Now, Hezekiah Walker is not Kojic. I need to find out, is John P. Keep Hezekiah Walker apostolic? Now I need to find out. He had a Bible way. I need to find out, is John P. Key apostolic? Let me see. Anybody know? Wait a minute. I'm about to find out. I had to call, text a resource to find out if he apostolic. You think John P. Key baptized in Jesus' name? I know Hezekiah Walker baptized in Jesus' name. All right, but anyway, I'll find out and I'll tell you. I'll take the next caller. Caller in 2485. What's your name? Where you calling from? You have 1 minute.
Hey, Larry. First time caller, long time listener. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. I want to say that John P. Key won. I'm just a big John P. Key fan, and John P. Key is I think he is apostolic because John P. Key's family has a family church in Lynchburg, and they're out of Bible way.
Oh.
And so Yeah.
Okay, wow. Okay, cool. That's interesting to know.
Yeah, so the Key family is still from my information, at least from when I went, because I was in Bible Way. The Key family was still going to IBW convention. So
Okay, cool. So in your opinion, John
yeah,
P. Key won, and you're a fan, so I understand that. I
yeah,
get
John
it.
P. Key won. I mean, it's just because like I mean, Hezekiah Walker, he's a choir dude, and that's good, but. You know, John P. Key, he has such versatility. He goes from contemporary to choir. I mean, he kills the choir music too. He went to quartet, then did solo stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as an all-around artist, I mean, John P. Key John P. Key is just killing it. And then his band alone, I mean, no one can touch John P. Key's band. I mean, they stay locked. So
His band is
that's
crazy.
my thing.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Mhm.
Okay, so that lightweight allegedly affirms both of them are apostolic. That's interesting. And y'all know I'm apostolic. But I visit a Colgate church, and they feel it don't even matter because for me the churches I've been to in Atlanta, Restoration Revival gonna be where I pop up at. You hear me? All right, next caller. Caller ending in 5511. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, Larry. My name is Sherry, and I'm calling from Fayetteville.
Hey there.
And hi, Larry, you had me rolling when you was talking about Kim Jong-un. Oh, my God. I was dying. When you told Kendall to shrink his head, I about fell out.
It was too much. I couldn't take
I
it.
about fell out. I was like, oh, my God. You said, shrink his head. Shrink his head. He disturbed my spirit. I said, oh, my God. He's just doing too much tonight. When you said shrink that man's head, I just wanted to get a safety pin and pop it because it was so large on the screen.
No,
That's
that was
all I
too
wanted
much.
to say. I'm a first-time caller.
Okay.
I love listening to you, Larry. Have a good night.
All right, thank you so much. All right, next caller. Caller ending in 2590. What's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
Oh, wow. Hi, Larry. This is Miss Shay from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm
Hey
going to be
there.
very brief with you. I am going to say I would give it to John P. Key only because my childhood, I was raised in Spring Hope, North Carolina, outside of Wilson and, Rocky Mount, if you're familiar with that area. So I give it to John P. Key, and I would like to say that I think a lot of people are going to go with based on where they were raised. So if you were raised more towards the South, you're probed to go with John P. Key versus if you're from the North, where the Bronx and New York and all of that, they're very hardcore. There's two different musicalities you have here. Hezekiah is more, they're very strong with their, like they sing hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they have some vocals and they sing really, really hard. And that's like a reflection of the people from New York. You know,
Yeah.
they're kind of like strong personalities and
Yeah.
so forth and so on. But John P. Key has more of that Southern style, quartet, family and friends day, hand clapping, foot stomping. And so it just depends on where you were raised from. That's who you're going to pretty much go with. So my vote is going to go to John P. Key. And then lastly, I want to say I didn't get to hear your commentaries about Troy Sneed, but here in the Jacksonville community, you can only imagine what we are going through with this devastation regarding losing him. And so prayers are up for Emily, his wife, and the kids. But it's a very heavy loss on this evening. And so prayers up for them. And I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you. And make sure you guys are streaming Troy Sneed's music. Make sure you are streaming. I think I put it in there. You did? You pinned it? Oh, I'm gonna say, I thought I did see it pinned. Okay. Oh.
You know what would be dope, Larry?
Huh?
You know what would be really, really, really dope for a battle?
What, Nancy?
Deidre Haddon and B. Slade.
I tried to tell him that in the chat. I said, y'all need to battle. And I think that's an even battle. First of all, I think their vocals are very similar, although we know, Yeah, I think their vocals are very similar. He's talking about how B Slade is a vocal beast. Like, nigga, you is too. That is a battle.
Yeah.
Another one, Ricky Dillard and James Hall.
Right.
Superb battle. They need to set these things up. When they set it up, and then when everything get proper, they need to do tours together.
And then you have Ty Tribbett and maybe Anthony Brown. What do you think? I think Ty Tribbett will win that one.
Ty Tribbett as a front man, he's so energetic. But yeah, they're both dance. Anthony Brown, ain't really no dancing group, but they do that little piece. But I don't know now. Ty Tribbett will win.
Yeah,
because Anthony Brown got like 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah, a little bit more than 2 or 3. Maybe 2 or 3 well-known ones.
Well, that's a hit.
Yeah.
But Ty Tribbett ain't got but 2 or 3 big known ones. That may be an even. You may be right. All right, next call. Did I want to do any more calls? All right, let's go. Caller ending in 3610. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, this is Tony calling from Atlanta. And 2 things. First of all, Troy Sneed had an opportunity to open up for him many years ago, like in 2012. And so that's really I was shocked. I was driving down the road and I heard about it, had to pull over. And so I'm still in disbelief about that. So just prayers out to his family.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, I have to say John P. Key for several reasons. One, because John P. Key, first of all, has always been, as far as gospel music, has been my idol. And then to know him personally by going to the VIP workshops. I used to go as a kid. I missed it the past couple of years, but was able to sing on the praise team for the conference. Has been an experience that you can't even explain. And so John P. Key all the way. I have seen him on stage and off stage, and how he has blessed people. Has just his generosity and his ministry.
Yeah,
so
he is generous.
That's all I've got.
Absolutely, he's a generous man. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What about Kathy Taylor versus Miranda Curtis?
Say what now?
Kathy Taylor versus Miranda Curtis.
Are you for real?
Mm-hmm.
No, that is not a match. She's praising worse than Catholic Church.
But Kathy would win.
No, she would not win against Miranda Curtis.
You don't think so?
I like Kathy Taylor, and she is very good. That Corinthian song, not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed. So full of Holy Ghost power. She could that song, but she would lose. So she can't do that.
Vicky or Martha Manuzzi?
Vicky, I'm gonna take that. Okay, hold on. Let me say. I'm gonna say this. I'm on camera. Martha Manuzzi had a great songwriters. Vicky sang circles around Martha.
Yeah.
Now Mary, Martha's sister. Vicky still gonna win. That Vicky can sing. Yeah. I think I'm done. I need everybody to hit like, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, hit like right now. And then, of course, if you love this platform, share it and also hit that Cash App. And hit that LarryReidLive.com, click that donate, and support this platform if you've been entertained. This platform is here for 3 reasons: to entertain, to educate, and to empower. One of those may make you upset at one point in time, maybe the entertainment part, because I do clown folk and I do jokes, and it's going to be funny. But if you stick with me, you'll find out what my intention is. It is actually pure, And I love each and every last one of you guys. Become a patron. You should do it tonight. But if you do it tonight, I'm going to go ahead and tell you on the first, you're going to get charged again because they do it as soon as you sign up. So you may want to wait till the first. But, if you ain't struggling, nothing like that, go ahead and sign up tonight. And it's going to hit you again on the first. I love each and every last one of you guys. I'm about to go. Take care. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.